Start the clock. The next question. The member for Guelph.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is for the Premier. People are sick and tired of this government's failure to address the housing crisis, which is the primary driver of the affordability crisis. Rents are sky high, and young people are wondering if they'll ever be able to afford to own a home. And now the Premier says no to legalizing missing middle homes. No to the fastest way of increasing housing supply where infrastructure already exists. No to homes that ordinary people can afford in the communities they love. So I say to the Premier, build homes people can afford. Legalize missing middle homes province-wide. So, Speaker, the Premier has a choice. He can either choose to be Premier NIMBY, or he can choose to say yes to removing the barriers to housing. Which one will he choose today?
Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing.
The Premier in this caucus will choose to be the caucus that delivers 1.5 million homes, Mr. Speaker. You know how? By investing in infrastructure. We have an infrastructure deficit across this province that we inherited from the previous Liberal government. In fact, the Mayor of Guelph, who I met with just last week, said the number one obstacle to building homes in his community is the lack of sewer and water in that community. In Niagara region, the lack of sewer and water is holding up the development of thousands of homes across the spectrum, Mr. Speaker. When I go to every community across this province, they say you can choose to build hundreds of homes or you can choose to build millions of homes. Millions of homes comes with sewer and water, and that is why we are doubling down on the things that actually get homes built. I will let them talk about pie-in-the-sky discussions on how you get things done. We'll get it done because we'll put the investments in place to get it.
Supplementary question.
Speaker, respectfully to the minister, he's always welcome to come to Guelph, give us money for meeting our housing targets. But here's the bottom line is, this government took $5.1 billion for infrastructure away from municipalities. They've given half back. That will not get the job done, especially when the Premier says no to building homes where the infrastructure already exists. We know that the cheapest and fastest way to increase housing supply is to build missing middle homes where we already have infrastructure. As a matter of fact, if only 18% of single-family homes became a fourplex, that would be 2 million homes where we already have infrastructure. So the government needs to say yes to more homes that people can afford, yes to more choices, yes to vibrant communities. So the question is, will they say yes to removing the barriers to missing middle homes province-wide?
Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing.
There's a plan, Mr. Speaker, so let's tax the people who build homes even more, because somehow that will magically get more homes built. Let's be very clear what the opposition is talking about. They're talking about building 4-story buildings in communities that were not built to handle that, in communities that don't have schools, in communities that don't have parking, Mr. Speaker. What we're saying is that we trust our municipal partners to understand where it is best to meet the housing challenges and targets that we have set. In Guelph, in his own community, they said the number one obstacle is sewer and water capacity. So when the members opposite talk, what they're really saying is that they don't actually want to meet the targets. They're the ones who want to stop homes from being built. They are terrorized by the fact that we're going to put billions of dollars of infrastructure in the ground that will help us build 1.5 million homes across the province. We'll get it done, and we won't allow them to stop.